Thank you, Sandro. Good afternoon, everybody. Sometimes it's very nerving to be the last one, so I hope I follow the previous act and keep you guys wide awake before the. Can I, at the back, can I have my technical difficulties? Thank you. So first of all, it's a great pleasure to be here. And I was really excited since I have not been at GSA, so this is my first one. So thank you for the opportunity to speak here. And somebody's messing around with my screen here. Can I go back? No, this is good. Okay. Okay. So it's awesome to be here. And, the conversations have been really rich. And if you think about our industry, it's awesome that we can talk about technology and business and really talk about the future. And that's what I have no idea what's going on. Okay. And so, what really excites me to be here today is as I was listening to the conversations, is actually the people in this room, all of us, all of you. We are the people here who have the opportunity and responsibility of making decisions that will drive creation for idea creation for generations to come. So, sitting here and thinking about, what 5, 10, 15, 20 years are going to look like, not to mention whether my kid is going to wear a helmet or not going forward. And so we've talked today about how the world is changing and the era of the intelligent cloud and the intelligent edge is upon us. Now, we've heard all day long that new technologies are rapidly changing the way we live, the way we work. Technology is getting embedded in our lives, every place, every industry, literally everywhere. And I read this quote a while ago, which is Mark Weiser captured it best when he wrote 3 decades ago, the most profound technologies are those that disappear. They weave themselves into the fabric of everyday life until they are indistinguishable from it. These developments are driven by 3 important trends, if you may. The first one is computing is becoming ubiquitous from the cloud to the edge. The second thing is everything is connected and really helping us create richer experiences, enabling physical and virtual worlds to come together to understand the context surrounding people, the things they use, the places they go, and their activities and relationships. And third, we again heard this, AI is everywhere. AI capabilities are rapidly advancing across perception and cognition, fueled by data and knowledge of the world. This rapid transformation is actually creating extraordinary opportunities. And these changes represent an incredible opportunity for our ecosystem. Computing is becoming embedded in the world, whether we like it or not. But it's really not just the abundance of the technology that will determine our success. It's whether we as an industry can transform with this opportunity. So for the rest of my keynote, I'm going to talk about these 3 things. Our worldview of the intelligent cloud and intelligent edge is a reality. Computing is now becoming ubiquitous from the cloud to the edge. And what's really happening out there, it's getting embedded in every place, whether we are at home, whether we are at work, hospital, stadium. It's in every industry, whether it's oil and gas, retail, financial services, agri-tech, all are being transformed by digital technology. Microsoft's journey in the computing evolution started with the introduction of the basic interpreter Altair 8800. From our humble beginnings, we took an audacious goal of putting a computer on every desk in every home. We have continued to make big bets and drive innovation in the ever-changing dynamic environment, and we are not stopping here. We are building Azure as the world's biggest computer. Today, Azure Cloud is across 54 regions worldwide, powering 90% of 500 Fortune, the drive to innovate and change the world. And we continue to make investments and push the boundaries of innovation. For example, as we've seen increased demand of data centers, one of the issues and challenges to solve is cooling. An example of how we continue to invest in this project, in this space of cooling, is Project Natick. We are leveraging technology from submarines and working with pioneers in marine engineering to develop self-sufficient underwater data centers. Number two, as we create cloud computing capabilities, the other thing happening is everything is getting connected. We now have the ability to collect and store vast amounts of data and the ability to bring huge amounts of computing power to analyze this data. As I said, today everything is connected and becoming digitized. Every place, every industry, everything. Our vacuum cleaners, our cars, our refrigerators, everything is becoming digital. Imagine this. In 2008, the number of things connected to the internet exceeded the number of people on this earth. 6.8 billion we already exceeded in 2008. We expect 85 billion devices to be connected by 2025. As I said, everything is getting connected, and there are a lot of challenges also that are being addressed. Let me walk you through an example of the food industry and how they are solving this challenge. As we all know, there are great challenges in the food value chain across the world. 500 million people are at risk of consuming contaminated crops, causing liver cancer. 800 million people are starving in this world. Food fraud is estimated to cost the global food industry 30 to 40 billion every year. Let's see how one of the companies, Bueller, is addressing these issues. Just a little bit of background on Bueller. Bueller is based in Switzerland. 65% of the world's grain is processed through Bueller mills. Their goal is to build, by the way, every day 2 billion people get their food via Bueller solutions. Their goal is to build sustainable food chain, value chains, to figure out how to feed the growing population. And their goal is to be able to feed 10 billion people by 2050. In addition, they also aim to reduce waste by 30%, as well as get 30% energy efficient in the processes. So for Bueller, digital technologies are a game changer in striving to achieve these goals. Somebody said earlier in the morning in their talk, when we are thinking about the technology, we got to think about what can technology do for us and how can it help us. Let's hear from the Bueller team how they are actually solving this problem.
70% of the world's water, 30% of the world's energy goes into the production of food. And at the same time, 30% of the food we produce is lost or wasted as it travels across the value chain. So we set this target to reduce energy consumption and waste by 30% in our customers' value chains. And digitalization is an enabler of that.
Bueller is a family-owned Swiss company, the world's leading supplier for solutions in the food processing industry. Bueller Insights is a cloud-based platform. Leveraging the power of IoT, machine learning and AI, we're able to provide operational efficiencies, cost savings, and most importantly, better products than ever before.
beneath the umbrella of the Bula Insights platform. We have a portfolio of digital services. Our optical sorting technology uses sensors to take a snapshot of the grain. We split that image up into pixels and analyse each individual pixel. Image processing techniques and algorithms make the decision whether that pixel is good or bad. Then we can eject the defect. And all of this happens at industrial grade throughputs of 15 tonnes an hour.
Smartphone technology to analyse samples and enables our customers to make accurate measurements of the material running on their process line to maintain optimum efficiency. We use machine learning to aggregate activities from all of our social media channels to give our customers really early intelligence on a food safety outbreak in their sector.
Today we're working on technologies like blockchain. We have problems with food authenticity, traceability. Consumers are demanding more transparency of the food value chain. And blockchain is an enabler to make this happen. Microsoft and Bula have a common goal to make the world a better place. And it's this shared mission that truly bonds us in this journey together.
So that was Bueller and how they are solving the world, really the challenges in the food industry. So the next thing is AI is the new normal. Again, we talked a lot about this today. We have huge computing capabilities, computing base, generating lots of data, and now we are getting better in the AI algorithms. And so AI is becoming the new normal. It's everywhere, as you've heard before. We are seeing advancement in AI in all the industries. Internet and cloud, whether it's image classification, speech recognition, medicine and biology, entertainment and media, security and defense, face detection, and of course, autonomous machines. So we see examples of AI infused all across the board. We've seen tremendous progress in AI in recent years, achieving near human parity with object recognition, speech recognition, machine reading, translation, and most recently, speech synthesis. These breakthroughs are no longer theoretical. We are democratizing them so everyone can benefit. Think about this. Instead of people having to learn to talk to machines, machines are learning to understand us. I for sure would love that, because when I first started talking to Siri, it did not understand my Indian accent. We're moving from a world where we might have a natural interface to one device to a world where we have device-independent, instinctual interactions with everything around us. Now, with opportunity comes responsibility. As we reflect on the technological advancements in this rapidly changing world, one of the responsibilities we need to consider is how we can apply it to help those who are in need of it and make the world a better place. Over the last 3 years, Microsoft announced AI for Good initiatives to empower others to help create a more sustainable and accessible world. These include AI for Good, AI for Accessibility, and AI for Humanitarian Action.
Artificial intelligence isn't coming, it's here. It's the defining technology of our time. But it's human ingenuity that makes it so powerful. Jane started losing her vision when she was 12.
California Street.
She uses Seeing AI,
I crept down the
stairs and out the door,
which enables her to read and navigate her world. Microsoft AI is helping farmers adapt to climate change,
We can use technology to help feed the world without wrecking the planet.
enabling wildlife conservation,
The ability to use AI really democratizes science. WildMe uses images from any source to help study endangered species.
and creating new ways for people with hearing loss to communicate.
I want the exact same information that my hearing friends have.
It's more than just imitating intelligence or sounding like a human. Microsoft AI is changing every industry, from healthcare
And now you can see these finite details, the relationship with many structures.
to engineering and telecommunications.
We are using artificial intelligence to change the way we are relating to customers.
AI lets us put people first.
The Microsoft tools really enabled us to breathe digital life into an iconic brand persona.
The product that we make is not a thing in a box.
No.
Microsoft AI empowers others to create experiences and potential. This is just the beginning.
Artificial intelligence, it's just opened up this whole world.
The future we invent is a choice we make.
Now, of course, it goes without saying that we are investing in silicon, we are investing in our software stack, and also continue to refine our algorithms to improve the AI performance. So just to summarize, what I talked about is a confluence of three major factors. Cloud, which allows massive compute and massive integration of data from all sources over the internet. I like to call it, this is the ocean in which AI will be born. Data platforms that allow you to join massive amounts of data and apply AI to it. Think about it as data is the oxygen that feeds AI. Dramatic advances in AI algorithms give us the vision, the ability to see ahead with data. This is what is creating unprecedented opportunities in front of us as the industry. And these have the potential to revolutionize our industry. I'm going to end this talk with one more video, which I thought was very, very inspiring, but also just in terms of, for this group of people, this distinguished group of people, to really think about it and think about it as a call to action for all of us.
Today, right now, you have more power at your fingertips than entire generations that came before you. Think about that. That's what technology really is. It's possibility, it's adaptability, it's capability. But in the end, it's only a tool. What's a hammer without a person who swings it? It's not about what technology can do, it's about what you can do with it. You're the voice, and it's the microphone. When you're the artist, it's the paintbrush. We are living in the future we always dreamed of. We have mixed reality that changes how we see the world, and AI empowering us to change the world we see. You have more power at your fingertips than entire generations that came before you. So here's the question: what will you do with it?
So to summarize, technology is just a tool. What we do with it is left up to us. Thank you very much.